Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning into my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Ria and I make content on beauty, fashion and lifestyle. Do take a moment and subscribe to my channel. With that, let's begin today's video. So as you already know from the title, today's video is a Nykaa Pink Friday sale recommendations. By the time this video goes live, I think the sale would have begun. So it's the perfect time to let you all know my recommendations, and also it's the perfect time to shop because you get huge deals and discounts on so many brands. So without much ado, let's get started with the recommendations. So I'm going to segregate the products into three categories. Firstly, I'm going to do skincare and then makeup and then lastly body care and hair care. So let's begin with skincare first. For cleansers, I have three products. First one is the Simple Refreshing Facial Wash. It's a very gentle face wash that you can use regularly. It has no fragrance whatsoever and it gently cleanses your skin. The two cleansing balms that I use are firstly Dot & Key Strawberry Dew Cleansing Balm. It's a really nice affordable option, and if you want a better hygienic packaging and have the budget for it, then I recommend the Salt Labs Calm Balm. I've recently made an entire video on this, so if you're interested to know why I say this has a better hygienic packaging, then you should watch that video. Now coming to toners, I have two toners to recommend. First one is the Plum Niacinamide Plus Rice Water Toner. It's a really nice hydrating toner for regular use and it's quite affordable as well. And the second one that I have is a very hydrating toner. It has become my go-to ever since I've started using it, and it's the Tony Moly Mochi Ceramide Toner. I absolutely love this. This is a milky toner and it's very hydrating. So if you have dry skin or you're looking for a very hydrating toner for the winter season, this is my first preference, but also the Plum Niacinamide and Rice Water Toner is hydrating. Next up, let's do serums. So I don't use too many serums, but I have a few. First one being the Cosrx Snail 96 Mucin. This works wonders if you have dry skin, but it's suitable across all skin tones. This heals your skin barrier as well as helps with acne and dark spots, and I use this regularly in my PM routine. The next one that I have is 100% plant-derived squalene by The Ordinary. If you have dry skin like mine, or if you're looking for something hydrating for this winter season, I would definitely recommend this. This is kind of like an oil formula, but it's not at all sticky and hydrates your skin beautifully. So definitely recommend this. And lastly, I started using retinol this year, and this is the retinol that I'm using. It's the Minimalist 0.3% retinol. So if you're looking to incorporate retinol in your skincare, I would definitely recommend starting with this because it has only 0.3% retinol. So you can start with this and slowly build up and let your skin get accustomed to it. I use this twice or thrice in a week and it does not break me out. So definitely recommend. Next up, let's do moisturizers. So I have combination to dry skin. So all the moisturizers that I would recommend are suitable for dry skin and combination skin. Starting off with my holy grail for years is the Face Shop Rice Ceramide Moisturizing Emulsion. It's a really nice lightweight moisturizer. It has a very slight fragrance to it but nothing too irritating, but it's very lightweight, moisturizes your skin very beautifully, and generally just a really nice moisturizer. Next up, I have the Rikil Ceramide and Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. This one is sort of a thick moisturizer, like the consistency of it is a little thick, but it does not feel like that on your skin. It melts into your skin very beautifully and leaves you with intense hydration. This is a great affordable moisturizer, especially for the winter season if you have really dry skin. And since this one has ceramides and hyaluronic acid, it's going to be your best friend if you have dry skin. Next, I have the Minimalist Marula Oil 0.5% moisturizer. So this one is formulated with marula oil, hyaluronic acid, vitamin F and vitamin E. So all great ingredients if you have dry skin, and in general for the winter season. Has a very slight fragrance, nothing too noticeable, and has a very lightweight texture as well. Blends into your skin very nicely and keeps it hydrated. And last but not the least, I have the Cosrx Snail Mucin All-in-One Cream. This is that moisturizer I go for when my skin feels patchy or extra dry and rough. It really repairs the skin barrier in just a few nights, and this I highly recommend if you're facing extra dryness on your skin or you need to repair your skin barrier. This is an absolute gem. Of course, this has a very slimy texture, and when you apply it first, it might seem tacky, but it does blend beautifully. Just give it a few minutes and it'll blend so well into your skin. Definitely on the pricier side, but so worth it. Okay, next up is sunscreen. and all the sunscreens that I've been using are from Aqualogica. So starting with my holy grail for months now has been the Aqualogica Radiance Plus Dewy Sunscreen. It's SPF 50 PA+++, and it is formulated with watermelon and niacinamide. Very lightweight and seeps into your skin so nicely. There's no white cast, very affordable, and just a great sunscreen in general. Next up is one of their new launches. It's their Barrier Plus Repair Sunscreen. So this one is formulated with avocado and 5 essential ceramides. This claims to repair your skin barrier as well, and it's also supposed to do the job of a moisturizer. So it's sort of like a two-in-one product, moisturizer plus sunscreen. This one is also SPF 50 plus, but it has a PA++++ rating, and this also will protect you from blue light. I have recently started using this, and the formula is very lightweight, much like the other one that I had shown you. I like this packaging better, and overall I'm really enjoying this at the moment. And lastly, I have this sunscreen spray from Aqualogica. It's a D10 plus dewy sunscreen spray, and this one too is formulated with SPF 50 plus, PA++++, and it's water and sweat resistant. So great for travel and beach holidays, as well as if you go out a lot, this would be great. And I use this as a body sunscreen, just spread it all over my body before going out. And so far, I've been really enjoying this. Okay, so that's all for skincare. Now let's move on to makeup. Starting off with primer first, I have the Colorbar Flawless Finish Primer. This one is a silicone based primer, and it does make your skin feel very smooth. So your makeup sits really well when you apply this primer, and your pores get minimized as well. And next one is the Viral Mars Gripping Primer. This one has like a gel formula, and it sticks onto your skin, so your makeup actually stays put when you apply this primer. I have been recently using this a lot and really liking it. Now coming to foundations, firstly I have the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. The one that I have is with older packaging, so this one does not have a pump, but I believe the newer packaging already comes with a pump. Also, MAC is claiming that the newer foundations does not oxidize. The one that I have oxidized, but it's a very nice full coverage foundation. So if you're looking for a high-end full coverage foundation, I would definitely recommend trying out MAC. The next foundation that I have is from K-Beauty. I absolutely love using this foundation. Even though it's called a foundation, it's more like a skin tint according to me, because this has a very light skin like coverage and it leaves a very dewy finish, which I absolutely love. However, this one also oxidizes, which is why I chose a lighter shade. So keep that in mind if you decide to purchase this. And then I have a skin tint from the Smashbox. It's the Smashbox Halo Moisturizer. Again, absolutely love this one. I'm someone who likes sheer coverage, so this is really up my alley. This too leaves a really nice healthy glow to your skin. A little on the pricier side, but a very nice dupe of this is the House of Makeup one. I have been wanting to try that, and if you do not want to splurge so much on the Smashbox one, I would definitely recommend using the House of Makeup one. Next up, color correction and concealers. So for color correction, I only have the LA Girl Pro Concealer. That's what I've been using for years now, and I would highly recommend this. But if you do want to try out something different, you can try the House of Makeup one. I hear it's a dupe of the Huda Beauty color corrector, and if you really want to splurge on the original one, maybe get the Huda Beauty one, because that's something a lot of people rave about. But anyway, at the moment, my recommendation would be the LA Girl HD Pro Conceal in the shade Peach. I use Peach, but if you have a deeper skin tone than mine, I think orange would work better. Now for concealers, I have my holy grail for years. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and it's a lovely concealer in a budget. It has a buildable coverage, blends really easily. I really like the formula, and yeah, definitely recommend. Next up, I have the K-Beauty Concealer. Now I feel this one has more of a light coverage. Maybe I'm wrong because I don't have the right shade, so I use it very scarcely. But according to me, this one has a very light, natural coverage. So if you're someone who does not have a lot of pigmentation, then I think you can try the K-Beauty Concealer because it is nice and creamy and blends easily. And lastly, I have the most favorite concealer out there, because this is the most high coverage concealer that you can get in the market at the moment. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This one has a great coverage. So if you have a lot of pigmentations just like I do, especially under the eye and mouth area, I think you should definitely try this one. This covers up all your pigmentations, and it's a really nice creamy blendable formula. This one is on the pricier side, but it's worth every bit of the money you'll spend on this. And also during the sale, I think you can buy two Too Faced products and get one free. So now is the perfect time to invest in this. They have a lot of shades in this, so I would suggest going to Sephora beforehand and try out your shade so that you can grab this during the sale. Now for powder, I only have two because those are the two that I use. First one is the K-Beauty Loose Setting Powder. Now the shade that I have is Banana. Again, I feel like a mismatch, but there are a variety of shades in this, so you can definitely choose from them. This, according to me, is a decent loose powder and it sets the makeup really well. The next recommendation that I have is actually a compact powder. It's the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, and I really love this. It works really great for my skin and the finish and coverage are really nice. But given a choice, if I had to buy one powder at the moment, I would go for the Charlotte Tilbury one. I have seen my friends use it and they rave about it. Even though I have not used it, I would put it in my recommendations. But this one too is amazing. Next up for setting spray, firstly I have the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This one is a really nice setting spray if you want a matte finish. I really like using this because staying in a hot and humid climate like ours, I feel like this really sets the makeup well and also gives you a nice soft matte finish. I do like glowy finish, but in this hot and humid weather, I feel like glowy setting spray can make your makeup look messed up and that's not what I really want. So I highly recommend this one. And next I have the MAC Prep Plus Prime. So this one you can use as a primer as well and also to fix your makeup. I have the gold light version. So this has gold specks and when you spray it on your face, it leaves little gold specks on your face. So great for festive occasions and shadi season. But if you're looking for just a setting spray to keep your makeup intact, I would recommend the original one. This one leaves sort of a glowy finish to your skin. So according to me, perfect for right now, which is the winter season. I use this a lot during the winters because it's not so hot and humid right now. But as a setting spray, this works great. Now let's move on to blush. Firstly, I have the K-Beauty Cream Blush. Really nice blendable formula and they have amazing colors in this. The one that I have is a nice coral shade. Next up in cream blush is from Inside Cosmetics. This one too has a nice blendable formula but in the affordable range. There are a few colors to choose from and the one that I have is called Country Pumpkin. Another cream blush that I swear by is by Simply Numb. Their cream blushes have amazing blendable formula and it gives a nice glowy finish to your skin. The colors are really nice and it leaves you with a very glowy finish. Then I have the Lakme 925 Lip and Cheek Tint. So you can use this as a lipstick as well as a cheek tint. The shade that I have is called Crimson Red. I know most people scare away from red blushes, but trust me, they look the most beautiful and natural when applied on your cheeks. And this one has a great blendable formula, so definitely recommend. The powder blush recommendation that I have is from Sugar. Really nice pigmented formula and they have a couple of shades in this. The one that I have is called Pink Pinnacle and it's a really nice poppy pink. Apart from that, I would also recommend this blush palette from Matte Look Cosmetics. This is a good option if you're looking for an affordable yet pigmented blush palette. This has 6 shades to choose from and they're really pigmented. Next up, let's talk contour and I have two products in the contour section, both from K-Beauty. First one being the contour stick, really creamy, blends really easily and I love the color. There are two options in this so you can choose from them, but if you're looking for a cream contour stick, I would definitely recommend this. Next one, I have the powder contour palette from K-Beauty again. The packaging of this is broken but the product works fine and you get 3 shades in this, one highlight shade and the 2 other contour shade. I mostly mix 2 shades and apply and I really love them. Again, very pigmented and easily blendable. Let's move on to eyeshadows now. I have 3 eyeshadow recommendations. First up, I have the Sugar Blend the Rules eyeshadow palette in the shade 04 Fetish. This one mostly has peach matte shades and a few tones of shimmery golden, so I feel these work great for Indian skin tones and especially for festive and shadi seasons. You can really walk around with this palette. The pigments are really nice and easily blendable. Next one, I have this palette from Mars. Really affordable but an amazing palette. I absolutely adore the colors of this one. They have so many neutrals along with a black, which I feel is a great addition when you want to do smoky eyed looks. And this one too has a few tones of gold as well as a really glittery silver. The shades are very pigmented and they blend easily. I was a little skeptical when I bought this, but Mars is doing such a great job in bringing such affordable yet amazing products. And lastly, I have a palette from Huda Beauty. It's their Empowered palette. If I'm not wrong, there would be an up to 50% sale on Huda Beauty products and I feel this would be the perfect time to grab the full-sized eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty because they are such a rave. The color palettes are amazing. You get so many different type of textures in this and of course different shades. This palette in particular I feel is amazing for Indian skin tones. There are so many shades that you can work with and create multiple eye looks. Of course, this is very expensive, but if you get it at a 50% off, I feel like this is a great deal because this will last you a long time and the shades are just to die for. And I truly believe you can get a lot of use out of it. Next up, eyeliners and kajals. Now, all the kajals that I have are from Sugar. One in brown, one in black, and one in blue. They are all really pigmented and creamy and glides on very easily on the eyelids. I rarely use kajals or eyeliners, but when I do, I use this one, so I would recommend. And a great gel liner would be the Forever 52 one. I've had this since 2022 and now we are almost at the end of 2024. So a little over 2 years actually, and this still has not dried up. Generally, most of the gel liners that I've used so far dries up really quickly, but this one even in 2 years is quite intact and it's a really nice pitch black shade, and this too glides onto your eyelids very smoothly. Now let's talk lip liners. Firstly, I have the K Beauty one. I have two of them and both of them are really pigmented and smooth and they glide onto your lips very easily and they're pretty long lasting as well. But according to me, these ones are better. I'll tell you why. These are the Mars lip liners. They retail for only 69 rupees, which is crazy, and they are very pigmented and so smooth. I can't believe these are so smooth because at this price point it's really difficult to believe you could get such an amazing product, but these deliver. And how amazing pigmented shades, and they have so many shades to choose from. I have 3 of them and they are all stellar, so definitely recommend these. Now we have two more categories in the makeup section before moving on to body care and hair care. So for lipsticks, I would mostly mention brands and the range they are from. I would definitely name the shade, but you can definitely go ahead and choose the shades that you like. Starting off with one of my the most favorites, Prush Beauty. I love their bullet matte lipsticks. I have two shades from them. One of them is a red shade and the other one is a nude shade. They are a really nice matte formula, comfortable yet not drying, and they are priced at 650 rupees, but during this time I'm sure you can get a sale on it, so definitely recommend. Next up, I have these two K Beauty lipsticks. First one is the liquid matte lipstick and secondly is the crayon matte lipstick. I like their liquid matte lipstick formula a little more than their crayon ones. The crayon ones seem a little drying to me, so I apply a lip balm underneath whenever I wear them, but the shade range is really nice. The liquid matte lipsticks are on the pricier side, so it's definitely better to buy them now. Next up, I have the Maybelline Vinyl Ink. Honestly, this is not my most favorite, but I know a lot of people out there would like this. This has sort of a glossy finish, but it lasts long, like very long. It does not budge. So if you're someone who wants a long lasting lipstick, but on the glossier side, I would definitely recommend trying out the Maybelline Vinyl Ink. The shade that I have is Irresistible, but there are so many other shades to choose from. The next recommendation is the L'Oreal Rouge Signature Matte Lipstick. Absolutely love the formula. It's a liquid lipstick, but it's so comfortable on the lips, and they too have a great shade range. The one that I have is called 116 Explore, and it's an amazing nude brown shade, and yeah, definitely recommend. Next, I have Love Child by Masaba. I have only tried two of their bullet matte lipsticks and I really enjoyed the formula, very comfortable. They are matte, but they're sort of a velvet matte, a formula that I personally really enjoy. The shade range too is quite nice. The shade that I have right here is called Hey Sugar. It's a warm brown and a really pretty shade. Love the quirky packaging of Love Child by Masaba. So I would definitely recommend you get this during the sale. Next up, I have a bullet matte lipstick from Swiss Beauty. I have also tried their crayon lipsticks, but not the biggest fan of those. I feel like they are very drying, but this one right here is a great formula. I won't say that this does not dry your lips. It does, but much better than the lip crayon formulas. This one is not as drying as those, and for the price point they come at, you can always apply a lip balm underneath and then go on with the lipstick. You would be good to go. What I especially love about these Swiss Beauty lipsticks are how well pigmented these are. I have the shade Peach Day and it's a beautiful warm peach shade, so pigmented, like you just glide it onto your lips once and you get the whole pigment. Really affordable and definitely a must try. Next I have is a recent discovery. These are the Pilgrim Matte Me Up liquid lipstick. Quite affordable for a liquid lipstick, and the formula is not really drying. It does not dry out your lips. Again, they have quite a few shades to choose from. I only happen to have one, which is Bossy Brown. Really beautiful red tone rosy brown. Gives you a really nice matte finish on your lips without drying it out too much. So definitely recommend. And lastly, I have MAC lipsticks. Now when it comes to lipsticks, I have to recommend this brand because these lipsticks are of really great formula. Of course, they are expensive, but you can get offers and discounts during the sale. So if you have been wanting to try out MAC lipsticks, this is the perfect time. First one I have is the Bullet Matte lipsticks. I have quite a few shades in this. The one that I have in my hand is called Ruby Woo, a very universal red shade. But anyway, let's not talk about shades here. I just want to mention that they have a lot of different varieties in their Bullet lipsticks as well. Like they have their Retro Matte lipstick, their Luster Glass lipstick, and their Powder Kiss lipstick. There are quite a few different formulas in the Bullet lipsticks as well. This one is the full-sized Bullet lipstick, and they also have the mini ones which retail for 16.50 if I'm not wrong, and the full ones are priced at 22.50. So you can get either of these and you will get the same shades. And then I have the liquid lip color. Now these are again available in different formulas. The one that I have is the Powder Kiss liquid lip color. So this one has sort of a powdery finish, but you can also get these in the matte finish. Really great, smooth, velvety formula. Sits on your lips beautifully without drying them out. So yeah, definitely recommend. We are at the end of the makeup category and I'm so tired of talking so much. But yeah, let's get on with it. I almost forgot about eyebrows. So for eyebrows, firstly, I have the e.l.f. Gel Wow Brow. Amazing product. I have been using this since years. You just got to brush your eyebrows with the spoolie inside and it has a slight tint. Available in a few colors so you can choose from them. And yeah, definitely recommend this. The next one that I have is an eyebrow pencil from Sugar. It does come with a spoolie, but my spoolie has come off, and they have a retractable eye pencil inside, so you can draw your eyebrows with this. I have done my brows today with this one and it works really well. This one too is available in different shades, and the one that I use is 02 Taupe Tom. And now finally, mascara. First up, I have the Hypercurl mascara, the mascara that I'm wearing today. It gives a really natural looking finish to your eyelashes, and I really like it for regular day-to-day uses. So if you want really natural, not so dramatic lashes, then I definitely recommend the Maybelline Hypercurl. Next one, I have the Maybelline Sky High mascara. This one is a really hyped product. I definitely like this, but I like another Maybelline mascara more. But this is not bad either. It does give a lot of volume and length to your lashes, and I really like the packaging of this. The next Maybelline mascara that I have is not with me currently, but it's the most favorite from all Maybelline mascaras. It's the Lash Sensational mascara. Love the packaging of it and love the product even more. It gives so much of length and volume to your lashes and is affordable as well. So definitely recommend that. And lastly, I have the most favorite mascara. It's from Too Faced. It's called Better Than Sex and it's an amazing mascara. Now I have the mini version. So I got this as a sample when I bought the Too Faced concealer, and I've had it for over 2 years, and you won't believe, but this one still has not dried up, which is one of the reasons why I love this so much, because generally mascaras tend to dry up in a few months, but it's been over 2 years and this one is still intact. I would definitely love to get the full size bottle of this sometime later, but the amount of volume and length this mascara gives is amazing. I don't ever feel the need to wear false lashes when I apply this, so definitely recommend. Now we are finally done with makeup. Let's move on to body care and hair care. So for body care, disclaimer, I would have a lot of Bath and Body Works recommendations in this. So let's start with body wash, and I have Bath and Body Works right here. So these ones are their body wash, but you can also grab their aromatherapy body wash, and I believe they would have a sale during this time. You can get this around $7.99 or $8.99 or maybe $9.99, but these are great. They last you a long time, they lather really well, and they smell so amazing. These are formulated with pro vitamin B5 plus aloe vera, so quite hydrating to your skin. It won't dry out your skin and would leave you smelling wonderful. Of course, these are available in so many different variants to choose from. Currently, I have the Snowflakes and Cashmere right here, which is one of the most favorite scents. Next up, let's talk body lotions and body creams. So firstly, I have the Vaseline Gluta Hya. These are available in 3 different variants, and they are a serum and lotion formulas. Very lightweight, blends into your skin really easily, and they smell nice as well. And the best part is that they are so affordable. This can be used on the face as well, but I generally only use them for my body. Next up, I have a body lotion from Bath and Body Works. These are formulated with vitamin E, shea butter, and coconut oil, so quite moisturizing to the skin. The formula is quite lightweight, it does not feel sticky, and keeps your skin hydrated and moisturized for a long time. Again, these are available in so many different variants to choose from. The one that I have right here is Snowflakes and Cashmere, but I do have a lot of other variants from them and they all smell so good. Another body moisturizer variant from Bath and Body Works is the Ultimate Hydration Body Cream. This one has more of a moussey creamy formula, a little thicker than the body lotions, and I personally prefer these more than the body lotion because of how hydrating these feel. And these two again are available in so many different variants. I have the bourbon strawberry and vanilla one right here, and you can always grab them during the sale at an offer. And lastly, in the body care category, I have to recommend fragrance mist. So the first one that I have is from Victoria's Secret. It's their Bare Vanilla Cashmere. Of course, you get so many different variants to choose from according to your fragrance preference, but I love vanilla, and this is the perfect time to wear vanilla because it's the winters, and this one smells amazing and it's very long lasting as well. And if you're someone who is inclined towards gourmand scents, I would definitely recommend trying out Bare Vanilla Cashmere. And of course, lastly, a Bath and Body Works fragrance mist because I love them. This one right here is Fairy Tale, but you can choose from so many other variants. Definitely watch some of my Bath and Body Works videos that I've made previously for recommendations. But these fragrance mists will make you feel and smell amazing. And if you're someone who is into fragrances, I would definitely recommend trying out Bath and Body Works if you haven't already. Now let's quickly wrap up this video with hair care. For hair care, I have a few recommendations. Now if you're looking for a gentle shampoo, I would definitely recommend trying the Anomaly Gentle Shampoo. If you're somebody who likes to shampoo on a regular basis or shampoo every other day, then try this out because this has a very gentle formula and it will clean your scalp without irritating it. And I think you can get a buy one get one on Anomaly products during the Nykaa Pink Friday sale, so definitely check them out. The next shampoo is what I'm currently using and loving is the Matrix Opticare Smooth Straight Professional Shampoo for ultra smooth hair. This one is formulated with shea butter and I am absolutely loving it. It lathers up so well and cleanses the scalp perfectly. It leaves no dirt and grime behind and I'm definitely loving it, so I would recommend. The Anomaly bottle that I showed you was actually my conditioner. This one is actually the gentle shampoo bottle. And this one right here is the conditioner that I'm about to recommend to you guys. You can see that it's almost finished. I've loved using this. It makes your hair really nice and smooth and shiny. This one is called the Shine Conditioner and it's supposed to nourish and give shine to your hair, which it does. So definitely give this a try if you're looking for a shine conditioner. Next up is the conditioner that I'm currently using. It's from the same range from the Opticare shampoo. This one is the Matrix Opticare Smooth Straight Professional Conditioner with shea butter again. It says it keeps hair straight up to 72 washes. Now I don't know about keeping hair straight because my hair sort of falls into a wavy straight category, but this leaves a beautiful shine to my hair and makes it really smooth and easy to manage. So that is why I'm liking this and I would definitely recommend. Next up is the hair mask which I'm currently using. Is the Bare Anatomy Damage Repair Hair Mask. So I use this like once a week and it makes my hair really smooth and easy to manage and to an extent frizz free as well. This one is specifically for damaged brittled hair, and since I have colored hair I have been using this and so far I have really liked this. And lastly I have the L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil Serum, and this one is specifically made for all Asian hair types. I use this as a leave-in serum after I washed and conditioned my hair. This one to a certain extent helps to manage frizz and it can also be used before or after styling your hair. Even though it's an oil, it does not feel sticky, so a great after shampoo product to use to tame your hair. So those were all of my recommendations. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Let me know in the comments if you choose to buy any of my recommendations. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care, keep smiling. Bye.